Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7, for real this time. Basically, some of you may have noticed that an episode 7 went up earlier today, and then promptly it wasn't there when maybe when you went to watch it. Maybe you started watching it and you said, hang on a second, this is a re-upload of episode 6 with like 10 minutes of extra unedited footage. Yeah, that's right, I'm bad. I goofed in saving things, and I've been really busy with a background project. I've got a Let's Build a tutorial series that I'm trying to throw together for a hover tank that will be coming out soon. And I've been putting a ton of effort into that, trying to get it really high quality. I'm trying to finish it and trying to make it real dense, but easy to follow, and putting a ton of effort into that. And I overlooked this. I thought I had episode 7 completed and done. I looked in there and I was like, yep, we got an 18-minute video. Episode 7 looks done to me. It's right there, the episode 7 folder. And so I got on and I was starting. I'm like, all right, let's get this uploaded. Let's get it going. Turns out it was about 10 minutes of unedited footage tacked on to the second half of episode 6, and somehow that got saved in the episode 7 folder. So I'm a bit of a dum-dum. Anyway, here we are in episode 7, the real episode 7, not that fake imposter one that some goofball uploaded to my channel, but the real episode 7. I've decided I don't really like these 96mm guns. They were kind of there for decoration, kind of there in case I needed some guns, but the truth is, on each one of my Skeeters, I've got 4 of those 96mm guns, so I might as well put something different on the main craft. So I think what I'm gonna do is I've taken these simple weapon, these little AA guns, and I've come up with a bit of a prefab for them, and I'm gonna be using the all-in-one close-in weapon system controller and the all-in-one local weapon controller, so that they serve as dual-purpose close-range AA as well as anti-missile cannons. Now, you typically use flak guns or flak shells on an APS for a CWIS, the close-in weapon system, that shoots down missiles. But these simple weapons, I know they can work for it, because they are basically just APS flak shells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an array of those guns on the bridge, as well as the 2 on top, and hopefully they should be able to shoot down some missiles as well as serve as dual AA. So yeah, we're going to do that. We've got this pesky Deepwater Guard craft just being annoying, shooting a bunch of little, I think those are kinetic missiles, honestly, at us, but that's alright. The Skeeters should take care of that pretty soon. And then we've got some other airship on another side of us, but honestly these craft are small and pretty weak, so I'm just going to kind of ignore them. Our sub-vehicles can handle them, and we're going to get into the placement of these anti-air guns. Yeah. Now the Skeeters, I was able to put those together in one really short episode, and one of the things that I noticed in the comments is a lot of people want me to give a little bit more insight and sort of show my process in designing something and putting it together. The Skeeters, that was kind of hard to do because I quite literally just said, I like the look of this gun and I want it to be kind of a flat design. And I literally just put down 4 guns in a configuration and said, yep, that works, and then built it around that. So there really wasn't too much actual design that went into it. It was kind of just a little bit of intuition, a little bit of guesswork, a little bit of trial and error, redoing things I didn't like, and until I ended up with a functional craft. And then I fiddled with a pleek to make it look cooler. And I still don't think it looks amazing, don't get me wrong. It still looks kind of low effort. But I really overall like how it's turned out. They're basically helicopters. They're a little too stable, so I'm not happy with them. If I was going to be using them a lot more, I would be fiddling with them to make them much more evasive, to make them much longer range, give them better detection, probably upgrade them a little bit to have to be, you know, just better all around. They need to be faster. They need to be less stable so that they're harder to hit. So yeah, the Skeeters are not ideal, but yeah. Anyway, what you just saw me do there was I went through and changed how much resource every craft was allowed to hold so that they would pick up the pile of materials sitting in the ocean so that I don't have to drive my boat all the way over there. So yeah, that is one thing that's kind of nice about having sub-vehicles is in the adventure mode is you can be in 2 separate places at once. Enemy spawns are based on how far your main craft move. So if you send something I used to do was make like a submarine that just carries some materials, and you can send it on its way to just go collect piles of money, and then you can pull it back with a tractor beam, and it's really useful. But yeah, I've got 6 helicopters, and they can all hold a fair bit of material, so they should be able to harvest whatever they kill, and that's definitely quite nice. But yeah, for now it looks like we've got a lull. There's some things on the horizon, but none of them seem particularly dangerous. So I'm just going to go through here and set up the firing restraints on this so that we can turn this AI on and leave it on. Alright, so that should just about do it for the firing restrictions. I basically have it set up so that the guns won't try to fire at the bridge. The local weapon controllers do have fail-safes in them, so they should try to avoid shooting the mosquitoes. Those are known to not work perfect. What was that? Okay, that's not ideal, but I still need this to work. We're gonna save, because I'm not backing away from whatever this fight is. Let's just get this done. Yeah, I can't turn this AI on until I set these range restrictions, otherwise they're just going to shoot at things that are hopelessly out of their range. I think I just took a passing hit from something with CRAM, and I'm not really worried too much about it. So I've gone ahead and sped this up. I'm just going through making sure that all the priorities and ranges are correct here, so that these function correctly and I can turn the AI on. Okay, looks like that's all good. Whatever that thing is, it has 4 CRAMs and I don't like it. Okay, with those firing restrictions set, we had a little scrap with a small Onyx washcraft, but honestly it died pretty quickly. Taking a look around, there's nothing in range. Right now I can't see anything, so I'm going to do a little bit of fiddling with the craft and probably move over towards a portal just in case things get hairy. Keep an eye on the situation and I'll cut to anything exciting that happens. Alright, so I've jumped over here. We've got this large steel striders looking thing that's just shown up. And it kind of flew past us. I'm not sure we can catch it because it's definitely faster than us, but I'll stick the mosquitoes on it and maybe we disable it or maybe we don't. Alright, well that thing in particular outran us. It's way over there now. I've recalled the mosquitoes, the Skeeters. I didn't get their name right. I've recalled the Skeeters and we're just kind of chilling. I'm gonna chill over in the direction of a portal in case things get hairy. That Steel Strider's craft is nothing to laugh at. Okay, so we've got a couple of enemies right in front of us. They're all small fries, but look at that. Oh, that split off. I don't know why they turn and fan out so perfectly. I did not orchestrate that. They just do that out of derp. They're majestic out of derp. It is so cool. And up. Oh, boom goes the first one. Alright, cool. Alright, now here we are coming up on the second one. This one's got some CRAM shots. So ideally I don't really want to get hit by those, but I do also want to test out the CWIS controllers to see if they can handle any CRAMs. Okay, so check this out. I had to do a double take when I saw this footage. I literally stopped and went back to look at the footage right then and there just to see this. Look at this. Yeah, so I was not expecting those simple weapons to actually function as anti-CRAM. I was hoping that they would shoot down a couple of missiles, but there you have it. They shot down a CRAM shell. So yeah, very happy with that. Anyway, on to the next fight. I was gonna start by dealing with this airship, but I realized I'm getting shot from somewhere, and it's not this airship. And so I finally just thought, you know what? Where is this other craft? And I saw that shell, and I realized that some crazy airship has been flying directly into my Skeeters, and I just didn't notice because it kind of looked like another one of them just over there off in the pile of airships. So yeah, I had all of them change target. I think it's one of the Deepwater Guard airships. I didn't actually get the chance to check its name, but yeah, fortunately those are one of the few targets that we're really strong against, and it flew directly into us, so a very welcome pile of resources. And we should have one more airship left. Where did it go? Is that it? Did it fly away? Oh my god. Oh, it's adorable. Guys, the fan boat. The fan boat had words for us, but I couldn't hear them. Oh my god, a blue portal! Okay, so if you haven't played the adventure mode before, or you don't know what blue portals are, they're very special. They are safe zones where you could just build. Nothing will attack you. You could just build. Nothing can spawn in that, so you go through it, and it's a completely empty realm. It's just like an empty ocean where no enemies spawn, just red portals. So yeah, heading for that approximately right now. This haul is really bad for what I'm trying to do. I liked the look of it, and I like the idea of sitting here and refining it, but I think I need to change the underside of my craft a very large amount. I need to get things sorted out. Currently, I have engines, RTGs, ammo stores, all that just kind of haphazard in an open, barely armored space underneath this. I really need to sort out a better plan for that. So yeah, heading for the blue portal approximately right now. Alright, so headed over to this blue portal. And here we are at the blue portal. There we go. Alright, so here we are a little while into the refit, and you might notice the entire bottom of the craft is gone. I took away almost everything beneath deck. I'm going to finish removing the stuff that's down there, and I'm going to start reorganizing that and getting it put back. And I'll be back with what I have in a minute. And here we are underneath the craft. I'm just working on the propulsion. Now, I discovered this trick a long time ago, and basically I figure I might as well show this off. This is something that I do to have redundant propulsion that's also well armored. Basically, if you have 8 or 9 unobstructed blocks, I think it's 8, but I do 9, whatever. If you have some unobstructed blocks below the sea level, you can put propellers inside your craft and have them still function. So essentially what I've done here is it's a solid block of armor. It's lightweight alloy except for the bottom layer, which is metal, which gives me natural buoyancy, and it's all completely solid, which makes it very resistant to damage. I think it's a clever little way that I discovered to sort of hide and protect and integrate propulsion into the craft. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on both sides, and yeah, that's something about the propulsion that I wanted to show off here. Alright, welcome back. We're aboard the Thousand Sunny over here in the blue zone. Been making some adjustments, and I've added myself a little bit of a panic room. I've also added a stairway up onto the main bridge, and I've moved a whole bunch of stuff around. We've filled up a much larger and much safer space with some RTGs as well as some batteries around on this side of that compartment, and then we've added some space for some material storage, and I think I might do a whole nother row behind that. I've got all of this empty space to fill in over here, and I've got quite a bit of thrust if I get back over here. I also, this is a small trick that I've learned. If you have a 3 meter space, you can do double bulkhead doors, and you can actually like jump up and close the door beneath you, and then open up the other door and keep moving out. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's pretty safe, all things considered, and it gives me another command center in case this one is way too dangerous. As we go further into the adventure mode, if we can come up against anything with a swarm of, I don't know, HE missiles or something, this command center is going to be way too exposed. So yeah, this is what we have so far. We still have 80,000 resources to work with, but we've gotten all of the expensive parts of the craft out of the way. I think what I'm going to do now is shape the front hull back into a double hull and get some resource buoys docked again and ready to go, and then just do a couple of cosmetic things around the craft. And yeah, that'll probably be it for this episode. So once again, apologies on the late upload. I've been trying to keep an upload in the early afternoon every weekday, but I accidentally saved episode 6 somehow, and I was editing another from the Dips Let's Build series that I'm going to complete in the background before I upload. And yeah, I just got in a hurry. Thought I had episode 7 done, didn't actually. So you can expect the one tomorrow to be on time. But yeah, I've been Zacargo. This has been fun. I'm going to do some more building in the background and probably finish off the retrofit off camera and then show you the rest of what we've changed at the beginning of next time. I'll see you soon. The next From the Depths.